Hello and welcome back. This is Nom Nom, and we are once again in Oxygen Not Included. This is cycle 205 of the Spit and Shine base. And this is the Fastidious Dupes challenge. So the duplicates will not operate machinery in a room that has not been swept and walled in completely with doors, etc. is a room. Last time we recorded, we finished up this guy here. So we now have 4 hydrogen generators running off of the surplus hydrogen from my low power oxygen system that I've got over here. And we had the metal refinery put up. So taking a look, we still have 15 aluminum queued up, and we have 1.6 tons of aluminum already made, so that's pretty good. We have a couple of items going here. We have some high stress, and Turner and Ellie do not go through, and I think this happens with a lot of the dupes, they don't pass through one of our main nature reserves very often. So if we take a look at this nature reserve here, this nature reserve here, and I think that's it. So I need to find a way to force them to go through there, and actually the way I thought of doing that is keying off of stress. So this over here is going to become our new massage room, and we'll go ahead and dig that all down there. We can get rid of that. So we are going to turn this into a massage parlor, and in order to do that, we'll just wall it off. We're going to go to there, I think. Put a door. Yep. Okay. And then it just needs a massage table. In fact, I think we'll do 2. In fact, we'll do 2. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So if I do 2 just in the middle of the room there, and I put some furniture on either side here, I like the sculpting blocks. There we go. That's an interesting way to do that, you guys. Just leave the tree there as long as possible. And then of course we need to power it. And I've got plenty of aluminum now. What is this power line here? It consumes 2.3. I mean, that's clearly a problem. And I'm also really low on coal, right? Yeah, kind of low on coal. I need to find better ways to power this base. I need to get the oil from the other base. Or maybe do something with volcanoes over here. Whew, that's dormant. I don't have plastic. All right, so we need glossy Dracos. Clearly, that's the order of the day. So we have Dracos over here. We're gonna have to find a place to do glossy Dracos. Who's starving? Ellie's starving. Shouldn't be starving. There's plenty of food. She just needs to go get it. So they need to finish this room right there. That's gonna be easy peasy. And I guess we'll just power this off of that. Clearly, though, that's not going to work long term. Now, generally, this line is only pulling 10 watts. It's very low, even though the potential is very high. I imagine when we're desalinating, this thing pulls 480. So when we're desalinating, it pulls a lot, but I don't see it shorting out, so it's really not averaging over the 1,000. It's also very often without power. Yeah, they're not in a rush to get the coal into the coal generator. And I've got 2 ranches down here that are often within carbon dioxide, which is also a problem for them. Alright, and polluted water here, salt water there, more polluted water here, fresh water here. And this is the supply teleport to send stuff to the other asteroid. So I'm going to put this just in a regular priority. They should be able to come through here. Yep, they can get to that. So just on a regular priority, we're going to say, let's build that ladder right there. Oh man, look at all that coal up there too. Let's get that. If I release this chlorine, I'm not sure where it's going to end up. I guess it's going to end up right there. I don't care what, I'm fine with that. Let's get that coal and that iron. In fact, I will not do that. I will do that. Okay, so they will do that on a standard priority, so when they're not busy, they can get to that. Over here, if I set the starts at 50, ends at like 45, then basically they'll go through here. In fact, I'm going to not let them come from that direction. They'll come through here, get the buff for the room, for the nature reserve, on their way to the massage table, which will drive their stress level down, because they'll get up, I think it's +6 morale bonus when they go through there. Checking the printing pod, I will take the fungal spore. Again, I don't have any slime. We're just sort of storing up those fungal spores. Going back to Allurios over here. I really, okay, they walled that. All right, I'm gonna dig like that. So what I'm trying to do over here is get this water shallow enough that I can mop it up. I'm trying to get down here because I think this is my sulfur geyser, but I don't want to bring the water down here because it's very hot down here. And I would love to get a slickster larva or two to grows on to suck up some of this carbon dioxide, but I'm afraid it's too cold. I mean, I guess I could put do something like that, right? Do something like that, and then put a slickster farm down here. The carbon dioxide will all sink down here, and it'll be really hot because it'll be next to my volcano. That's what I'm thinking right now. What is this? This is a volcano, so I'm guessing this is a minor volcano. That'd be my guess. I actually don't know what all the vents are on this asteroid. So when you go look at this asteroid on the star map, it says oh, I thought it said like X number of unknown. Do I know them all now? I don't know what's happening. I thought at one point it said X number of unknown vents or volcanoes, but maybe I know them now. I don't know. But we'll go ahead and let them do that again. That's just on standard priority, so they will get to that when they get to that. No special build order. This thing is done. Make sure that it counts as a massage clinic. It does. And then the next thing is we don't have a medical bay. Last episode I took down some notes of the things that we needed to take care of. Massage room, med bay, sulfur geyser on the other asteroid, glossy Dracos, and then water from this asteroid to the other asteroid. So we need the sulfur from the other asteroid so that we can keep doing the grub fruit. We only have 1.5 tons of sulfur left over here, so it's gonna soon be a problem. All right, they can mop that up. That's great. I'm gonna send them over there with some mop orders. Let's see here. You can also get them to increase the size of the reservoir of ethanol here and release some of this. Again, no rush. But this stuff is a rush, so I want to get all that water mopped up. Alright, back to Grozon. Oh, I just noticed something in Aurelios over here. I need to let them put stuff in those storage bins. Alright. Insufficient oxygen production over here, or so it thinks, but I think we're doing really well. Yeah, we're doing really well. Yeah, it looks really good. And this is still going up, so that's good. Even though I've got certain power demands going on, my amount of hydrogen is going up. It really helps that these are all tuned up, and they're doing a really good job. My dupes are doing a really good job of keeping these tuned up. I guess eventually I should get them all on this heavy watt wire backbone, and then just have a bank of power transformers to send power throughout my base so I don't short circuit some wires. But that is gonna, we'll add that one to the list of things we need to do. Power overhaul. Alright, that's on the list. Alright, top of cycle 209. I guess right here is as good a spot as any for a medical bay. So a med bay needs to have bathrooms in it. Yes, a med bay has to have a bathroom in it. So it also needs to be somewhere where they can breathe. That looks good. And then, well, actually, the way that works is because it's going to have a sink and a toilet in it, and I don't want them to go out. Oh, that's fine. I'll just lock this door because that really doesn't go anywhere that they can't get if they go through this ranch. So I'm actually going to destroy this and this, and put a door there as well, so they can run straight through there if they want to. Yeah, my failed Greco ranch over here. The new one's going strong though. It still needs hydrogen though. We're gonna have to pump that from over here, I think. We were doing Atmosuits. That's right. I remember this now. I also need demolition. So who has Turner, Camille, Hassan, and Otto? Camille, you can afford a little more stress, right? Yeah, a little more. Ashcan is low. Oh, these guys have really low skills. Yep, we'll go. Boom, we'll go for that. Ada, carry, decorating. These guys have low morale. I guess they have 15 out of 9, so it's not terrible, but that other colony just doesn't have a lot of amenities. So that's good for now. I don't want them to be stressed. So I couldn't destroy this light fixture because no one had demolition. So what we were talking about before is airlocking this whole thing over here. And I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna wall that off from this side so that these guys don't escape when I go to remove this door. So I think, where do I want to put that? I think this bedroom is gonna be like a pass through. So we will put in a station, Atmosuit dock. 3 Atmosuit docks and a checkpoint. Right there. Now that's going to need oxygen, and I'm not currently pumping oxygen anywhere. So I will definitely need to add a pump for that. We'll go ahead and put it right here. Like so, and then power. Potential consumed 2, but in reality probably not close to 2, so we'll go ahead and do that. And we'll see how that works out. Could be too much power on that line, but I think we'll be okay. Output pipe is full, so we have 3 now. So our arbor trees are just not drinking water fast enough. Is basically what it boils down to. And what is happening with the temperature over here? It is just too darn cold. Alright, well maybe if I get the really cold stuff to not touch that tile, then we'll be okay. This stuff down here should be warming up because these electrolyzers are going to be producing a lot of heat. But that's interesting that some of the branches of the arbor tree are outside of acceptable temperature range and some of them are inside acceptable temperature range. Oh yeah, there's also one more thing that I meant to do over here, and I noticed this last time, and it was a oversight on my part, but we're going to dig this out here. We do not have a farm station, so this is not actually a farm, so we are going to make it a farm by doing that. Actually, you know what we can do? We can put in one more of these, like right there, and then bring this over and do that. There we go. Alright, give that a priority 7, so they get that right away. And once they dig that out, I'm going to turn that back to priority 5. They can take their time making that thing. Wunderbar. Hey, now it's a greenhouse. All right. Get that swept up. Alright, so basically what that allows for them to do is to do farmer's touch, which increases the growth speed by 50%. So that's actually a significant boost in our lumber production. And I think it actually consumes the same amount of water. So even though it doesn't help us consume water faster, it does produce lumber for us faster. And I'm going to add some more insulated pipe here because I need to pipe it over to here, so we'll just do that as well to include that tree in our hydroponic farm. Pruning pod went off. Let's take a look at that, and we will take hatchling eggs, I think. Yeah. And check over here. They should have that water mopped up. Kind of have that water mopped up. So we'll do that. Let's see. Just doing a little cleanup here. How much sand have I got over here? 37 tons of sand. So much sand. How much do I have this technology yet? I don't think I do. Refinement. Yeah, I think the glass blowing requires the tier 3. So if I look at research, glass blowing, glass making, whatever. So this is solar panel, requires glass. And superheated forging requires the third tier of research, the yellow one, which is the material study, which is the radiation. Now we do have this fancy radiation zone over here. Got a couple of fallen satellite thingies. Not very safe to get to them, so we're gonna have to be careful. But I think we're gonna have to start collecting some rad bolts. In fact, I think this over here we will turn into, that is not what I meant to do. G is for dig. This over here we will turn into our like material study research area. Oh, I think perhaps we can't get to that. Okay, that'll let us finish that room, which will then let us do what I wanted to do over here a long time ago, which is to create a reservoir for storing petroleum. How many have they got left? 12? Okay, so I need to be careful with my aluminum consumption until I find a better way or a faster way to go through my polluted water. And over here, this is done, so we can sweep that up, and we need to put in some plumbing. So over here, we're going to put in the bathroom, and then medicine. We're going to put in a sink, one over from that. Actually, we're going to come over 2, because that's not where we want the bathroom. We want the bathroom there, and that gives us enough room to do some furniture. Alright, we need a mess table and medicine triage cot. Now, I think I'll be able to fit 2 triage cots in here. Yeah, but the question is, I think the sick person uses the mess table. So what happens if you have more than one sick person? I'm not sure. But, you know, maybe we'll find out. So then plumbing wise, taking a look at this. Over here I've got a closed loop for filtering our polluted water. Why isn't that? Hold on a second. Polluted water is coming out of here. It's going down here. It is jumping priority over to here, so that's filling up. That's what's happening. So what happens if I don't have it do that with priority, but instead just have it do that? So it should do every other. But they'll destroy that bridge when they get around to that. So the question is, do I try and tap into the same polluted water cycle over here from way over here? I mean, then I only have to worry about the one sieve. That's really the deal. So I can bring in clean water from over here. And then I'll just do the dirty water out like that. That should work. And then the dirty water. Yeah, that'd be great. And then this thing we want to only go on the left direction, and then this door we want to lock. It is indeed a hospital. Congratulations. Yes, I know I'm missing the research station, and what I don't know is what is this colony achievement. Slick. Enter the oil biome. Aha. So that means over here we have, I guess when I dug down for this ethanol pit, it decided that that was far enough to be considered the oil biome. Alright, this water, I mean it's in jugs now, but I can't really put it anywhere. I don't put clean water anywhere right now. And it's the Fastidious Dupes challenge, so guess what they can't do? They can't work in a room that is not walled off. There we go. And then up here we were doing something with liquids, and over here I want to say crude oil. I've had this crude oil down here, and they haven't been able to pick it up, and it's been bothering me. Specifically for this challenge. Okay, this needs power. I know we're kind of all over the place right now, but this pump needs power to send oxygen to those. Now, I am not going to put a filter on here. There's just an abundance of oxygen over here. It's so overpressured from my production system over here that I'm not going to worry about whether or not it's only pulling in oxygen. I might occasionally take a little bit of damage over here. Such as when I get a carbon dioxide bubble that just disappeared. Interesting. But I will allow that. The next thing we need to do is create Atmosuits. So we have this room here, which is currently just being used for a desalinator. I don't know if I can fit an exosuit forge in there. I can. So exosuit forges, they'll use a lot of power. Maybe they don't use a lot of power. How much power does an exosuit forge use? 480. Yeah, but it's gonna run so rarely. I'm gonna go ahead and try it. Yeah, I think we're gonna be okay. It's pulling 0 watts right now. It can go over 2,000. So, or I should say, it can go up to 2,000. Alright, so then that's going to allow us to make some Atmosuits. We have 8 units of reed fiber. And then what we're going to do is we're going to do a switchback. So then we're going to have our dupes come down here. And if they want to go this way, they go down this ladder. And here we're going to have a water lock. And then we'll just go like that. And how many squares is this? This is 91, so I can add 5 more tiles. If I add that block, that's actually going to be too much. So I'm going to hold off on that so we can sweep all that stuff up. Or maybe I'll just do like that. That'll work. So I don't want my dupes to come this way like ever, so we need to make some changes to the way this base is. I can take that off. Did we rummage these? Looks like we rummaged these, so we can actually demolish these. I'm sure our hatches will appreciate a slightly larger hatchery, stable, whatever. What do you, stone hatch? Because this thing needs to take stone hatch. Stone hatch, alright. Alright, somebody needs to come in. Somebody with that demolition skill needs to get rid of that. And that all needs to get swept up. Alright, so much going on. So many like little overlooked things that need to be taken care of. I'm gonna go ahead and take Stinky. We don't have a crazy amount of food, but he's tidying, and how can you not take somebody with tidying 7 in something called the Fastidious Challenge? So we are gonna go take a look at Stinky over here, and he's gonna get carrying, so he can do all the tidying. Looking at priorities, I want to make sure that Stinky inherited that new priority, and he did. Okay. So we have 9 dupes over here now, and 4 on the other base. Alright, and this is cycle 213, and we're going to go ahead and wrap it up here. So we are just about ready to make our Atmosuits. In fact, I'll go ahead and queue up 3 Atmosuits. And I'm going to say warn Atmosuits forever, so that if one of these breaks down, gets worn out, that they'll bring it over here and repair it. Now, an Atmosuit takes 2 reed fiber, so that's going to use 6 of our 8 reed fiber. So we really need to get these guys growing more scales. His scales are grown, that's good. Scale growth 100%. Let's see one of these guys that doesn't have it. Scale growth 0%. I wonder if that was a young one that just grew up. So we're going to make this a priority 6 for the shearing station, so hopefully somebody gets over here and shears these guys. Because I could definitely use to have a little more reed fiber inventory. Okay, next thing is I'm going to wall that up there. So, in fact, you know what? I'm going to wall that there, and we'll destroy those. So that's going to allow me to control which way they come in here. So I also need to make sure that I don't let them in from like this back way over here. Ooh, get rid of that. I don't want them to trap themselves in sand. Alright, and they're slowly getting to some of those 5 priority 5 dig tasks, so that's good. Alright, yeah, we're going to go ahead and wrap it up. So what did we do? We built a massage table, a massage room. We built a hospital. We got our Atmosuit docks built up and our exosuit forge ready to make our first Atmosuits. In fact, look at that. There's our thumbnail. Thanks, Camille. You got this. So we got our first Atmosuits. We'll go ahead and deliver those. And yeah, we'll then have to cut off all access going that direction, and then they'll be forced to take the Atmosuits over here. And then we can start to do some fun, dangerous stuff. Atmosuits don't protect from radiation. That's one thing we got to keep in mind. For that, you need lead suits. So we'll see how we're going to handle that when we get to it. All right, as usual, I appreciate you guys watching my videos. If you enjoyed this content, please consider liking and subscribing to my channel. Until next time, this is Nom Nom, signing out.